Hey, welcome back to another episode of Cook and Chat with me today. Well, let me start off by saying if you're new here, welcome. I promise you will enjoy these series. Just go ahead and click the subscribe button. I do this series. I also have lots of shorts where I just show different meals that me and my family have, the garden we started in our greenhouse, and I just talk about random things. I'm telling you, subscribe. You will enjoy it. And to my subscribers, welcome back. All right, let's get started because this meal that I'm making today is a Father's Day meal. I guess my husband loves he's, oh my gosh, what am I saying, y'all? My head is all over the place. I've been doing a lot today, and I feel like none of my words all day, not even just recording this, all day, my words have just been fumbling and fumbling bad. But anyways, for Father's Day, I figured I always just make my husband's favorite meal. His favorite meal is curry goat and roti. And I asked him the other day, I was like, well, what about if you could choose any dessert that you would like to have, what dessert would you want? And he said carrot cake. Threw me off, but I was like, I'm down with that. I could do some carrot cake for you. And if you're new here, I like to make everything from scratch if I can. And I just love cooking. So first thing first I started was the carrot cake. I made it in a form of cupcakes instead because I don't like being wasteful, and I feel like I could just kind of throw these in the freezer, but I ended up just giving it to his coworkers, and we had our part and they had their parts. And so that way nothing goes to waste. So I started with the carrot cake because that would be easiest, finish baking it and all that good stuff, right? And a few nights, oh well, hold on. So right before the cupcake was finishing, because I'm supposed to be making a carrot cake cupcake for him because that's what he wanted for dessert, not him, my husband. I realized I didn't put any oil in the cupcake with 1 minute to spare. I did not have any oil in the cupcake. So now I'm waiting for it to cool off, and I'm going to try one. This damn fly is getting on my last freaking nerve, I swear. There's two of them in here. I'm waiting for it to cool off. I have a timer. Waiting for it to cool off. I'm gonna put it on a cooling rack. Wait another 5 minutes. I'm going to taste one and see if I have to start all over. I swear, every time I'm not having a good day, something bad just idiocy happens. Anyways, I'm gonna start this curry, so this video is about to be spent. Talk about a tragedy. Y'all don't understand how I felt when I realized that I forgot the oil to these doggone cupcakes. That's why you don't do too much when you're planning for things. But anyways, I had started marinating this goat meat on Friday. So it was sitting in the fridge marinated in the curry seasonings. I usually use 3 different types of curries. I use Beta Pack curry. I use Chief's curry seasoning. That's more of a Trini curry. And then I use another Jamaican curry. I forgot where it's from. I think it's called Blue Mountain, if I'm not mistaken. I use those 3 curries. I like mixing different curries. It gives it a nice, unique taste. My thing is, I'm not ever trying to copy another country's curry to the T. I like to do my own thing. I just like to get inspiration, and once I get the inspiration, then we're good to go. I think this is where I finally taste the muffin. Okay, so I am about to taste test one of these cupcakes. I'm really praying that I gotta redo this. If not, it feels, you know, it feels good. Lord have mercy. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad. It tastes amazing, but look how it's coming out. And it's not super dry, but it is a little dense. The oil is supposed to help with the moisture of any cake or whatever. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let it finish cooling off. And you know what? It is what it is, because I'm doing a lot today. I still have to make the roti to cook the curry. Baby, Deacon. I still have the roti to make for the curry, and the frosting to go on these stupid cupcakes. And it's whatever. You know what? It's whatever. I gotta clean up, so I put the goat. It's on the stove. It's gonna be there for a good 3 hours, just, making sure it's tender. I got my roti dough that I prepared yesterday. Bring it to room temperature, and I'm really not gonna make it until that's probably like an hour away. I still gotta make the rice. I'm gonna make a spinach rice to go with it. Um, I forgot the oil. It's whatever. All in all, it is what it is. And so I started working on the cream cheese frosting, and it's really simple. Just get you some cream cheese, some powdered sugar, some vanilla extract, some eggs, some butter. You whip that thing, add a pinch of salt, and you whip that thing. And you get you some classic cream cheese frosting. And I did have an accident, spilled it all over the floor, but life. Anyways, I made that while the goat was just simmering away. The cupcakes are continuously cooling off, and I was going to make my roti on later. But anyways, I just wanted to quickly just talk about why I do these things for my husband. I love cooking in general because clearly y'all see my size. I ain't the smallest girl in the world, but granted, I did have a baby about 7 months ago, so I ain't snatched. Some people can be snatched right back. That's how I was after my first, but the second one, listen, that baby weight is saying, hey, I'm here to stay for right now. So anyways, I just love being, food is like a labor of love to me, where especially when you're making things from scratch and you just want that person to, when they finally bite into the food, they're like, this tastes good, or just thank you for so much for what you did, or, knowing that what they like. I've been with my husband now for, let me see, we're in 2025, so 7 years now. Can I count? Yep, 7 years now. And I think, yes, 7 years. It's been 7 years since I've been with my husband, and I learn everything about him. And I mean, yes, people I was interrupted by my toddler, and I honestly don't even know what I said just now. But anyways, I've learned my spouse a lot in a sense of, and I get it, when you're living with somebody every day, you kind of know what makes them happy, what makes them sad, what brings them joy. You learn different quirks about them that other people would not know about, even like their own family members may not know about or whatever. But when it comes to my husband, I've become like a studier, a student of my husband, in the sense of I know the foods he like, I know the foods he don't like, and know what makes him upset, and I know when he's thinking out loud. Know I got this man social memorized. Like, I love these details about him. So if just making his favorite food after working hard all day, if I can bring a little bit of joy in his life in that way, then I'll do that. And I literally was in the kitchen all day, but I knew this food would bring him comfort. This food would bring him, some type of joy. If I could bring him a little bit of joy every day, then that would be great. But anyway, he didn't want to do anything for Father's Day. He really just continuously worked hard, chilled with his sons, and ate his favorite food. I say all of this is sometimes it's just the little things. And food is truly, truly a labor of love. So he got his curry goat and roti. He got his carrot cupcake. That was the roti finished. And here's my toddler coming again. But anyways, this is the finished plate. The bigger plate is the separated plates, the toddlers, and the other one is the oldest. You got it? Okay, I'll open it for you. Well, thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.